I swear, I only picked up my phone to check the time. But 20 videos later, I'm planning a new life in a cabin, drinking imaginary tea, and wondering why I'm wide awake when I was supposed to be asleep hours ago. Hi, I'm Mia, and this is my story. Maybe it's yours too.
But this video isn't just about sleep. It's about learning how to talk about real life in English. You'll hear natural phrases and storytelling, the kind that helps you express everyday thoughts and feelings. Because fluency isn't just grammar, it's being able to share your own story. Let's begin.
Every single night, without fail, I sit on my bed and tell myself, right, tonight will be different. Tonight, I'm really going to sleep early for once. And honestly, I do believe it, but only for about 5 minutes. I look at my cozy duvet, my soft pillow, and I think, yes, this is it. I'll be that person who wakes up before everyone else, does a bit of stretching, and has a quiet cuppa before the day starts. But let's be honest, it never happens like that. As soon as I close my eyes, my mind starts running around like it's got better things to do than sleep. It says, hey, didn't you forget to check that chat with your mates? Or maybe your crush has posted a new photo. And oh, remember that silly thing you did when you were 13? Let's think about that for a bit, shall we? Of course, I give in. I grab phone, telling myself I'm just checking the time. But we all know that's rubbish. A minute later, I'm stuck watching some random video of a man building a treehouse in the woods. Then I find a vlog of a girl living alone in the countryside, drinking tea and looking calm, and I think, maybe I should move to a quiet village too. Maybe that would fix my life. But obviously, I don't move at all. I keep glancing at the clock on my screen. It says 10:30, then nearly midnight, and soon enough, it's well past 12. And I'm still whispering, just one more video, then I'll stop. Promise. But we both know how that goes. There's never just one more. Suddenly I'm watching cute puppies, reading silly articles about why people can't sleep early, and even Googling how rich people wake up at 5 in the morning, as if I'm going to join them tomorrow. Somewhere in the middle of all this, I laugh at myself, because I know exactly what I'm doing. But my thumb keeps scrolling anyway. It's like there's a tiny, cheeky part of me that wakes up at night just to ruin my tomorrow. My eyes feel heavy, my head feels empty, but I keep going until my phone nearly falls on my face, and my mind finally gives up. So yeah, every night I start with a good promise and end up stuck in the same silly spiral. One day I'll beat it, or at least that's what I keep telling myself, night after night. The worst part is always the morning. And by morning, I mean whatever time I finally open my eyes and admit I've lost the battle again. My alarm rings right on time, usually about 6:30, sounding far too cheerful for someone who only nodded off at 3. Half the time I don't even remember setting it, but there it is, shouting at my dreams like an annoying bird outside my window. Without thinking, my hand smacks the snooze button like I'm trying to win some silly contest. 5 more minutes, I tell myself. I promise my sleepy brain I'll get up soon. But my bed is warm, my eyes are heavy, and in my head I keep saying, just a bit longer, it's fine, you'll get up early tomorrow instead. I drift in and out of strange half-dreams. You know, those fuzzy dreams where you think you've already got up, brushed your teeth, had a cuppa, maybe even checked your messages. But then you open your eyes properly and realize you're still lying there like a potato wrapped in a cozy blanket. By the time I actually drag myself up, the sun is shining straight through my window like it's having a laugh at my expense, and my phone is stuffed with messages and missed calls from the real world I'm now late for. My back aches from tossing and turning all night. My head feels slow and foggy. And guess what the first thing I do is? I pick up my phone, sigh, and type into Google, "Why can't I wake up early even though I want to?" As if Google's going to spill the beans and say, "Don't worry, love, try again tomorrow." And that's when the regret hits me like a ton of bricks. While I brush my teeth with half-shut eyes, I swear blind that I'm done with this nonsense. Tonight I'll sleep at 10. Proper early. No more messing about. I say it every single day. And every single day I break it. I wish I could say I'm strong enough to sort it all out overnight. But honestly, it feels like climbing a mountain in my pajamas. And I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, here I am, half awake, a bit cross with myself, but still secretly hoping that maybe tonight I'll finally beat my midnight brain. But deep down, I know exactly how this story usually ends. I wish I could say I found the secret to fixing this mess. But honestly, all I've got is a list of small tricks that work for a day or two and then fail badly. I've tried the sleepy tea idea. You know, that calming chamomile everyone says helps. I drink it slowly, pretend I'm in a cozy cottage somewhere peaceful, and for a moment it feels nice and quiet. But straight after, I'm back on my phone, probably searching if chamomile even does anything, or if I'm just fooling myself. I've also tried putting my phone on the other side of the room so I can't grab it easily. It works for maybe 2 nights, but then my lazy self finds a way. I roll out of bed like a sneaky spy, crawl over the floor, grab the phone anyway, and crawl back like nothing happened. So much for being strong, right? Sometimes I read articles that say you should set a bedtime alarm, an alarm that tells you when to put your phone away and start getting ready to sleep. I tried that too. It buzzed softly at 10 at night, I pressed dismiss without thinking, and carried on watching random cooking videos until 1 in the morning. Some nights, I even act all proud and switch off my Wi-Fi. I tell myself, well done, you're being sensible tonight. But 5 minutes later, I switch it back on because what if there's an important message, or an emergency, or a video I really need to see? Spoiler, there never is. So yeah, these little tricks help for a bit, and I do feel good every time I try something new. But deep down, I know the real answer is just me deciding to put my phone down and let my brain rest. Easy to say, so hard to do. Still, every night I tell myself, maybe tomorrow I'll finally get it right. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever break this cycle, or if I'll just keep lying here every night, fighting with my own mind like it's my worst enemy and my best mate all at once. Some people make it look so simple. They read a book, shut their eyes, drift off in 5 minutes, and wake up looking fresh enough to run a marathon. Meanwhile, I'm here, staring at the ceiling, making yet another promise I know I might break tomorrow. But you know what? I don't beat myself up about it anymore. I mean, yes, I moan every morning when I drag myself out of bed looking like a half-asleep zombie. I promise to change, I mess it up, I have a laugh at my own expense, and then I try again. It's annoying, it's tiring, but at the end of the day, it's just human, isn't it? Maybe I'm not the only one with this messy habit. Maybe millions of us are lying in bed at midnight, scrolling our sleep away while telling ourselves we'll turn over a new leaf next Monday. So tonight, I'm doing the same old thing. I've brushed my teeth, made my sleepy tea, put my phone on the other side of the room, and yet here I am, whispering to myself, right, tonight you'll sleep early. You've got this. Maybe I'll fail, or maybe I'll surprise myself and drift off before midnight for once. Either way, I'll wake up, I'll yawn, and I'll have another crack at it tomorrow. Because deep down, I still believe that one day I'll keep my promise. Maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, but one day for sure. And honestly, that tiny bit of hope is enough to make me smile in the dark before my thoughts wander off again. Good night, me. Good night, world. Let's give it another go tomorrow.
Now, let's take a minute to look at some words and phrases from the story. Each one will be explained in a simple way, so you can understand it easily and use it in real life.
Duvet. A thick, warm blanket filled with feathers or soft material that people sleep under at night, commonly used in British homes. Quiet cuppa. A peaceful moment spent sipping tea, often to relax before or after a long day, a common phrase in British English. Rubbish. A word used in British English to describe something that's clearly nonsense, untrue, or not believable. 10:30. A British way of telling time that means exactly 10:30. Well past 12. A common British expression meaning it's clearly later than midnight, like 12:20 or even 1 o'clock. Far too cheerful. Describes something or someone that feels overly happy and energetic, especially when you're tired or in a bad mood. Nodded off. Describes falling asleep slowly or unintentionally, like when you drift into sleep without realizing it. Chamomile. A calming herb often used in tea to help people relax or feel sleepy, especially before bedtime. Give in. Meaning to stop resisting and allow yourself to do something. Of course I give in. In this sentence, give in means she tried not to use her phone, but in the end she gave up and picked it up anyway. Cheeky part. Meaning a playful or rebellious side of yourself. A tiny cheeky part of me that wakes up at night. In this sentence, cheeky part means the mischievous little voice inside her that ruins her plans by keeping her awake. Silly spiral. Meaning a foolish repeating cycle that's hard to escape. End up stuck in the same silly spiral. In this sentence, silly spiral means she keeps repeating the same bad habit of staying up too late, even though she knows better. Having a laugh at my expense. Meaning, making fun of someone's situation. Like it's having a laugh at my expense. In this sentence, having a laugh at my expense means it feels like the sun is making fun of her for waking up late again. Tossing and turning, meaning moving restlessly in bed without being able to sleep. My back aches from tossing and turning all night. In this sentence, tossing and turning means she was uncomfortable and couldn't fall asleep, even though she wanted to. Spill the beans, meaning to reveal a secret or hidden truth. As if Google's going to spill the beans. In this sentence, spill the beans is used humorously. She's pretending Google might magically tell her why she can't sleep early. Hits me like a ton of bricks, meaning comes suddenly and with strong emotional impact. The regret hits me like a ton of bricks. In this sentence, hits me like a ton of bricks means the feeling of guilt or regret comes very fast and very strongly. Messing about, meaning wasting time or doing silly things instead of being serious. A bit cross with myself, meaning slightly annoyed or angry at yourself. Sneaky spy, meaning someone who moves secretly and quietly to avoid being noticed. So much for being strong, meaning a funny way to say you couldn't stop yourself from doing something. Drift off, meaning to gently fall asleep. Turn over a new leaf, meaning to start fresh and change your habits. We'll turn over a new leaf next Monday. In this sentence, turn over a new leaf means she's hoping, again, to start a better sleep routine, even if she keeps failing. Another crack at it tomorrow, meaning try again the next day. Wander off, meaning to stop paying attention and let your mind go somewhere else.
You made it all the way. Well done! Every time you finish a story like this, your English gets stronger and your confidence grows. So don't stop here. Tap on the next video on your screen and keep learning on English Ears.